Welcome to the Heavyweight Podcast.
The Heavyweight Podcast.
Heavyweight Podcast.
Heavyweight Podcast. You listen.
We can weigh in on some heavy shit, you know. What's good? This is episode 61 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly with these three guys. Go ahead and state your names for these people.
Kevin Wendell.
It's your boy Molito the Grouch.
And they call me Hunter.
Shout out to Geek 40.
Shout out the geek, man. Prayers.
So how were your weeks?
Back to the grind.
I'm alive.
Marathon don't stop.
No, back to the grind.
Marathon don't stop.
You get that salt out your blood?
Who you talking about, me?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I'm not mad at Sean. You know, he did a good job. He's winning in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't feel it sincere what you're saying, but I'm gonna accept it.
Yeah, I felt like subtle hate. So like
I'm gonna accept
What do the young people call it nowadays? Shade?
Yeah, he's throwing a lot of shade.
I'm not throwing no shade, but I will be Dirty Mac if I get a chance.
Your voice sounds real palm tree like.
What are you going? Would you go Dirty Mac? How you going Dirty Mac, Sean?
I said if I get a chance. I said if I get a chance.
What would you say?
I don't know.
Can I get an autograph?
You be sizing them up and shit.
You know that nigga. He's shorter than me.
I'm taller than that nigga. I ain't worried about him.
That's what you be telling.
What if you weren't though? What if you saw him in real life and he actually wasn't as short as we thought?
You know, that's how I feel.
Would you give him more respect?
No. He gets respect off of.
He has to do with anything.
He gets. Shut up, you short ass nigga. He gets respect off of who he back.
So I'm speaking from experience. What the hell height got to do with anything?
He's trying to say, "Well, I'll be."
He's the one that keeps bringing up his height, so.
Exactly.
Nigga call himself Big Sean. Nigga, fucking 4'3". Come on.
Damn, he getting shorter by the day.
Maybe he call himself Big Sean because he be. Shit. Why you baby call Big Sean?
Nah, stop. Not for this man. Let me stop doing this shit. Shout out to Big Sean. You lucky motherfucker.
He can't say it once without shade. God damn.
Right.
Oh my God.
Is that a cloud above me? Damn, that's really throwing some shade out there.
Yeah.
So your weeks were good?
Yeah,
my week was good. Yeah, you just grinding.
Full week away.
I bought like 6 leotards today because she's growing. And I saw her in one of them leotards. I said, nah, we got to do something about this, baby, because you were showing too much.
It just reminded me of fucking swim. God damn.
I'm like, nah. I said, look here, Daddy sees camel toe. No, this was a no. This one's out. And it's her favorite one, but it got to go bye-bye. She's not wearing that no more. Nah, I'm not comfortable with you wearing this.
Them shits ain't cheap, man.
Amazon nigga told $9. She's still little.
Bathing suits?
Oh no, because you're a teenager. You got a teenager. Oh yeah, it's different.
Oh man, I thought it was gonna be. Then I was like, how much did you say? Oh my God. Oh.
Let me tell you something, Sutter.
That's her being fancy. She can get some shit at Walmart.
Nah, them competitive ones is a little different.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, there you go. Yeah,
keep your kids out of stuff as long as possible. Because this shit is not cheap.
Little kid hobbies, little kid extracurriculars cost a lot.
This shit is not cheap. Don't do it.
It costs a lot. And don't heaven forbid they don't get into no like travel ball and some shit. Woo! It's a wrap.
Take a page out of Al's book.
Right. Hey, isn't it crazy that these kids go to travel ball but no one's teaching them not to travel? Everybody fucking
that's true.
Them.
Every year you say that, and every year I have to debate and fight with niggas online about what is considered a travel and what's not, and they'll be like, "Oh no, that's allowed. That's legal." I don't know when the rules fucking change because when I came up, that was traveling. Oh, he can step 4 times like this if he does this. What the? That's a rule.
Yeah.
That's not how that work at all, pimp. Not at all.
And isn't it amazing now that we fought so hard to get the fucking the shorts like really fucking baggy and not grabbing
And
our
now
nuts, and now all of a sudden now the new school kids are going back to the 80s and fucking having these nut huggers on when they play basketball. I'm like, what the shit? Like we worked too hard for this shit. Y'all going right back?
That's okay. But that's cool. You got to remember though.
It's cool for your nuts to have no
always
air.
repeat themselves.
I get that, but nut huggers, man. The reason why nut huggers became a thing was white people. So like for us, it was like our way of saying fuck y'all. We were rebelling. Like now we're going
like you said, the nut huggers, wasn't that like the 70s and the 80s?
Yeah, but that was a white trend. We're the ones that forced them to with like Fat Five and shit like that.
Now all the white kids are wearing. Now they're all wearing and1, so they're like, I'm going to wear them hoochie daddies. Whatever.
But you know these young whippersnappers don't respect the culture or the history.
Hoochie daddies.
Little young
but you got to remember they're writing their own
like
history
how they
too.
Did.
Right.
They just want to look how they did. They want to look like Magic. They want to look like Bill Russell. They want to look like, and I'm like, I get.
Just don't be like Magic.
Look like just know that this history that was built was to rebel against and say we're doing our own fucking thing. Like we made y'all have to change the game for us. Now it's like, I don't know.
But I mean, and given that same token, hold on. We made them do the change, but ain't it also nice to know that they can go back and live that way that they want to themselves?
In compression pants.
Not for me. I get what you're saying, but for me, I'm biased. I'm
all right. We're all biased generations.
Yeah, I don't have to like the look. I get it.
But you got to remember though.
I just
look at your son Andres. Take Andres just for example. When he gets into his teens, he's gonna be wearing the shit that they're wearing in the 90s.
Maybe it might be back to back.
I'm cool with that.
He'll wear a Gumby and
I'm cool with that. If he come up with
the pump up Reeboks.
If he come up with some fat upper shorts on, I'm like, yo, you killing the game.
I think by that age, it'll be like early 2000s.
Yeah, I can see that too. Like I said, that 90s, that late 90s, early 2000 mixing there.
Well, niggas gonna be back in 5X t-shirts.
Please, let's not do that. Let's stop that. Let's not go back to nightgowns. Y'all niggas y'all look weird.
And I'm waiting for the day he comes in and goes, Dad, I learned this new dance move, and he's gonna start shaking his shoulders and be like, yeah, they call it the Harlem Shake. You ever heard of it? I'm like, really? The Harlem Shake? You bringing that shit back? Like, what do you mean back? It's new. No, the fuck it's not.
No, it ain't.
It's not.
No, the fuck
it's like everybody acting like ripped jeans is new right now. We're like, yeah, we did that shit in the 90s. Wow.
I'm getting crump. I'm getting hyphy. Have you ever heard of that? Yeah.
It's Liddy. Hey,
So,
Andy,
first topic.
Old girl said she was prego.
That's what I mean for sure. That's what I mean for cheesy.
He knows I hate that word. I hate that fucking word. I hate preggers. I hate prego. If we're grown people here, you can say pregnant, okay? You don't gotta say prego, preggers, or whatever fucking short. Like, just say the word. Like, this isn't like you're not typing this.
I know that shit cray.
Pregnant.
That shit cray.
Anyway, first topic. Comes from Kevin Wendell. He said, "When did you realize when you realized that you were too old to just or over something? Was it liberating or painful realization?"
Oh, that was mine. My birthday weekend. That's what that was. I was too old.
The realization.
Like you just realized you're too old to be doing the things you used to do.
Yeah, I was out there like watching them drunk motherfuckers just walking around in massive crowds. Just they're not fun about this.
This is why I get drunk at home because I just go to sleep.
It ain't fun. It ain't fun. One go around yelling, talking to strangers and shit all the time. Feeling unsafe.
You make me uncomfortable when you're drunk.
Why?
So why are you drinking out in public and talking to random people is what being drunk is about.
I want to know why I make me feel uncomfortable when I'm drunk.
You like to get niggas' faces when you're drunk.
Oh, you saying something?
No,
nigga, we're in COVID culture. You like to be in people's faces. Hey, It's like, nigga, what the fuck? Why are you right up in my face? Like give him 5 feet. Shit.
I'm gonna say something right now, and I haven't said nothing to you guys.
Okay, this
That
nigga say something
day,
stupid.
this motherfucker was standing so close to me.
Who?
Like, here's my arm, here's his dick.
Me?
Yes.
He
I was
felt
like, please don't touch
traumatized,
me,
man.
bro. Please don't touch me, bro. Please don't touch me, bro.
Like,
I
never told
took
you about this.
I took that as you was trying to touch my dick. That's how I took it. Nigga, I used
No,
it my
that's because
place.
how close you be up on motherfuckers when you
Hey,
drunk.
Yeah, when you drunk, you one of them
You know what,
close
man?
drunks.
I was being hospitable.
Yeah, you was
Oh
spitting
no,
on it.
Man,
Fuck.
can't none of y'all niggas come to Craig no more, man.
I'm just saying, if you dig on the shoulder is hospitality, I don't want none.
Yeah.
Just be rude to me.
He go like, how you doing?
Welcome to my house. Like, nah, man, just be rude.
Hey, man, I just want you to feel comfortable here. You know, it's a safe space.
The fucked up part is I knew where he was at, and if I brought it to his attention, he would have responded in a more of a negative way that would not make the situation better. Oh hell no, bro, no. I was just like we cool. Just don't come
Anyway,
don't
back
come
to
3
the
millimeters
topic,
closer.
niggas. You always talking about my dick. Back to the topic. I don't know. You said too old. I mean,
And you're violent.
Am I violent? I'm violent naturally. I think I feel like
Which
I've
is
been too old
worse.
for a lot of. I feel like I've been too old for a lot of shit for a long time. I'm an old ass man. I go to bed early. I wake up early. I like to have my shopping done before 11.
So there ain't nothing that you used to just do all the time. That was fun as fuck, and you like you
Nigga,
went and did it.
I used to game for like 48, 70 hours straight. Like I could
Yeah,
stay up.
like
I can't do that shit no more. You got a good
nope,
6 hours
over
out of me,
that,
and I'm shutting this shit down. Nigga, we can play
over
tomorrow.
that.
I can't do that shit no more. I used to go to Halo
Yeah.
tournaments and play all weekend long. Live
It's
off
a
of
trigger.
goddamn Dr. Pepper and Jack in a Box.
It's a trigger for me because, as you know, this might be my last year 2K.
Yeah, that
It
It
is.
won't
hit
be.
me today. I was
It
like,
won't be.
God damn.
It'll be better. It'll be
I
better
don't.
next year. You'll take
I was like,
you
God
might
damn, am I over this shit?
now
You know how many times I skipped a cutscene?
you might take a couple years off. You might take a couple
So
years
you
off
had
to
a
go back.
painful realization on that one. That wasn't liberating. You like,
Yeah, I was just like, what the
damn, it's
fuck?
over.
Like, I used to do this, like, for years I've been doing this, and it hit me today. It was just like,
I think I've seen
this
like
fucked me up.
when it comes to gaming, I've seen things I'm like, yeah, they've made this for the younger crowd. They don't care about like I'm no longer their demographic because this doesn't appeal to me at all.
And that's what
Because
sucks. You hit that
what's the
realization.
demographic? What's the demographic? 13 to 33 or 35 or some shit?
I think now it's like 13 to 21. Like that's what it
Man.
feels like. It's that if they're trying to their mass demographic is the kids that play Fortnite. They want to appeal to the kid that wants the skins and the fucking spending all the money on that because that's where their money's at. Like they said, fuck you guys and what you want to play this and have it be like a simulation of real life game. We don't give a fuck about you. We want the kids that's going to literally sit here and invest hours sitting on a park
And just hang out in the lobby.
Yeah, you're like, nigga, you could do this in real life. There's a park up the street. Why do you need a game to do this?
That's one thing I
because
never
I can't get different skins.
That's one thing I didn't. That was the first thing I never understood about the park. So I'm supposed to log on and hang out at a virtual park with people, instead of playing the game.
There's a park up the street, nigga. Like, what do you need the fucking simulation? Like,
hey man, I understand that
can
y'all
I
trying to push.
I'm gonna jump on that.
Jump on what?
That's what I'm doing. On 2K, though, I'm just hang out in the lobby and just be in the park, just gang banging on niggas. Hey, where you from?
rolling
They gonna say Southside Ballers.
Give me that
Ballers.
VC. Give me your VC.
Yo, if you could rob niggas for VC, that's all I would do.
You all got a West Side emojis like West Side.
If you could log on to 2K and rob niggas for VC,
you can't crip walk though.
That's ridiculous.
That's the cold part. You could crip walk on some people.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna file a
god!
lawsuit. So I'm offended because I'm a blood. Where the blood walk at?
Who's the blood lawyer? Is it Whack 100?
All I know, his name better start with some B's.
It's the game. The game's gonna be your lawyer. Hey yo, what's up?
Sure the hell ain't gonna be Clark and Sons.
I ain't never heard of Blood say Klay Thompson.
It's Blake.
Oh shit.
That's the goat. So K's are involved too?
Yeah,
Apparently
They
now.
don't say K's either?
I don't think so.
Nope. Be out there
Wow, I
like
didn't know
Moby.
that.
I don't know, but it's crazy. We all off topic. It's a lot of shit I'm too old for, man. I'm too old for stand up past 10 o'clock. I'm too
Did
old
it hurt?
for.
Or
It
was
don't hurt.
that was a beautiful feeling though when it's like, you know what, I'm tired.
It don't hurt when I stay up past 10. It's just I'm exhausted all day the next day. Because
For
it's
real?
like, I get the same amount of. I wake up at the same time no matter time I fall asleep.
I'll ask this question. Is there an app that you feel like that made you realize you were too old for that shit? Like you were like,
Twitter.
God damn, this shit is.
I still don't know. I still don't know how Twitter operates. I don't know. And the thing is,
Twitter's
Twitter
a
was
wild
designed.
place.
Twitter was
Let me tell you
designed
something.
when I was in my, I guess you say my youthful years, and I still don't understand how Twitter operates.
Twitter is like Reddit. It's a beautiful place.
And
That's true. There is no restriction on Twitter. I'll say that much. There is no restriction on Twitter.
I'm trying to learn Twitter.
Yeah, once you get there, you're
Man,
like,
there is
oh,
no
okay, I get
restriction
it.
on Twitter. That's true.
Because I know Reddit.
Hey, no, when I see motherfuckers, they're like, my Twitter got banned. I'm like, what were you doing? Get banned on Twitter? Like, you got to be
I once
relaxed.
saw. No, I'm not gonna say that. Never.
Now you go. No, we want to know.
No,
He gonna snitch on himself.
nah, no, I'm not. I'm not saying it. Yeah, man. See, I'm too old for a lot of shit.
Yeah. You ever feel dated when you bring up MySpace?
No, I don't.
Like,
Not yet.
when you talk to
bring it up.
No.
Not yet.
Let's keep it 100.
Like the dispatchers.
MySpace is way better than Facebook.
Like if you walked into dispatch and said MySpace, you know how they would look at you and go, "What the fuck is MySpace?" Or that thing I used to do at 13.
Hey,
like,
bring that shit up on Monday and see.
Yeah, their user reactions like, "Damn, that's so old." That you're old.
Like,
and you're like, "Oh yeah, I
you
dated
talking about?
myself."
I'm trying to log back on a Black Planet.
Yeah, that's old.
I'm trying to get back on Black Planet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you might have did. Nigga, how old are you?
Hey, I think that motherfucker older than me the way he be going to bed and shit.
I keep old people out.
When he said that shit one time, he was like, "I go to sleep at 9 o'clock." I was like, "Yeah, you lost me."
8:30 if I'm lucky.
Yeah, he'd be excited about that shit.
Yeah,
you remember that, Hunter? He was trying to explain why he didn't have time to do shit, and then he was like, "Well, I got to go to sleep at 9." I'm like, "Nigga, you don't have to go to sleep at 9. You have all this time in the night. Like, you're taking away time from yourself."
Well, I have to go to bed early because I wake up at 3. Motherfucker, nobody's making you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I got shit to
I'm
do.
looking around like, was there a rule? Like, is there a fucking rule we're supposed to go by that I don't know about? Like, I gotta go by 9. I'm like, what?
I'm an early bird. I get to Home Depot for the open. I'll be the first one to the door.
That's because you go to bed early.
Because I'm ready. And I have all my shit done by
old.
noon. I have all my shit done by noon.
I get all my shit done by noon and I go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning and wake up at 6.
That's because you off the Adderall or some shit, nigga. Next topic.
Anywho.
I'm not finna argue with this nigga.
I don't like hanging around these old motherfuckers either.
It's a video where a woman has said that men are more submissive than women. And then she goes on to give details like men are more willing to do things like follow women through department stores while she shops. And women don't tend to do that or reciprocate that kind of submissiveness in their relationships. Do you guys agree that men are more submissive than women in relationships? They tend to do more of what she's willing to do, and they don't usually get that reciprocation.
Yeah.
Go ahead, elaborate, Hunter.
Preteens, middles, mid-20s, 30s, specific color races tend to do that a little more. When you tend to get older, like us, we ain't gonna do that shit. That ain't happening with our age group.
I was in Marshalls today. I don't shop at Marshalls.
Right, but you weren't following her through the store.
I will say I ended up in the Marshalls once, and the only reason why I made light of it is because they had like a little section of like Nikes that they had on sale, and I was like, shit, I guess, turn, lemon is in lemonade, I guess. That was the only reason why I was like for being
No,
in
going into the store with them is different. When you start following them around the store and that, like a little kid
I don't do
following a
that
woman.
shit. I don't do that shit.
No, that's
I
what I'm
wonder.
thinking about when they're talking about.
I don't-
No, that
yeah,
shit ain't
that's
happening.
Yeah,
That's
I
not me
wonder.
though.
Yeah, she go right, I go
No.
left.
Here's my thing.
No.
If I'm following you through the store, it's because it's like, hey, you said you're coming to get this. We getting this.
And then we out.
If I'm following you in the store, that's because we're in the lingerie section.
It's
Outside
to
of
get the
that,
fuck
Who
out.
is
It's
wasting
know if
money
I
on
wanna-
lingerie?
Yeah, not for Marshalls, I'm not.
oh,
You
well,
said
if you're
you
gonna talk
didn't-
about Marshalls, no. Marshalls, when we go to like Marshalls and Ross,
Hey,
I walk
first of all,
right into the men's section.
you're not going to sit here and disrespect Marshalls. They got some good deals. I was in there today. Okay, you're not going to disrespect Marshalls. They got good deals.
Who disrespecting
Okay.
Marshall
Right?
right now?
You do. Real talk. Going in Marshalls and Ross into the men's section, you sometimes randomly find some shit that should not be on sale in there that you like. Let me
I
scoop
don't
this
go
shit
in
up.
for no. I want to light every Ross on fire. I don't give a fuck.
Am I the only one to notice this that Ross tends to always get CP3 shoes, which makes you wonder what the fuck kind of deal he has with Jordan that they always discount his
Right.
shoes specifically.
Right?
Maybe
Always
he's-
CP3s. Always.
Is he-
Jordan?
I'm like, nigga, what?
Maybe
You know
I've
what
never
Jordan?
seen
That's
him in a
Jordan.
Foot Locker.
You said he with Jordan?
Yeah, I've never seen him in
Oh,
a Foot
that's
Locker.
Jordan. Jordan's an asshole. He like, oh, you ain't got no rings, nigga.
Every time I've been to Vegas, all these other places, and every Ross has CP3 shoes. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I've never seen these in a regular shoe store, but Ross always has CP3s.
But
I don't know how they purchase.
To get back on topic, I do believe that men can be more submissive when they have a woman they trust and believe. And
Respect.
Yeah, when you respect them more. So you'll do
I mean-
you'll do the shopping and the little other or watching the show she want to watch that you got no interest in. You'll do shit like that, because I don't even. No, you're not doing that.
I'm not good at it.
You're not watching Bad Girls Club.
I'm really bad at it.
I'm watching. I'm letting you know
don't-
right now. If I'm watching a show that she has an interest in, I have to find something in it to make me want to watch it.
But like, I don't consider that
You
submissive.
can't just
though.
watch it. You just with your lady, like
No.
quality time.
That's what it is right
I have
there.
a thing of
It's
finding an
about-
angle to make it interesting to me.
That's why we go do stuff when it's like that. It's like you can watch 90 Day Fiance. I'm out. I'm gonna go play something.
I don't watch shit with my wife. Watch TV. I did. I can't. I don't like nothing she watch.
I always have to find an angle that makes it interesting to me for me to be like, oh yeah, I'll watch that with you.
If I walk in the room, I hear dun 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 dun. I just walk out.
She like that naked and afraid shit. I'll be like, nah, I can't do that. It ain't fucking. What kind of shit is that?
I'm okay with naked and afraid when the chick got a nice ass though, because at least you see that. And she ain't got
No, I'm not with that. I'm like, nigga, you said you was single out here. What the fuck you doing, nigga? I'm getting kicked off.
My wife doesn't watch TV.
That's nice. You don't have to watch none of them shows. Or
Yeah,
hear them in the
it's weird.
background.
It's still weird though. It's weird.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about your wife on here.
No, I'm just saying she doesn't watch TV. That's it. I'm just saying it's weird, but like she likes murder mysteries, but she won't turn the TV on.
Oh,
She like
nigga, you
murder
dead.
mysteries. All women like murder mysteries because they trying to figure out how to kill us without getting caught.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
they be watching Snapped and then First 48 and shit. So they trying to learn what mistakes not to make.
Gotta get a counter.
Why? Oh, let's go.
All the comments you have about women,
Me?
after a while starts to sound like bashing.
I don't
So
be
I'll
bashing
start
women.
putting a counter.
I don't be bashing women. What is with this notion?
You already went from love to they trying to kill us.
They are. They trying to get away with that shit. That's not bashing them. That's why they be watching Snap. Discovery ID is a whole network designed for women. Women,
Oh
only
no, I'll be
women watch it.
watching that. I'm a woman
Kevin,
then. I'm a woman. I'll be
you
on that
watch.
shit.
Okay.
You know,
Hell
there's
yeah, I be
men out
watching
there
that.
that try to figure this shit out too.
Motherfucking the neighbors.
Yeah, we fuck
fucking
up and do it on the internet and get caught.
what is that shit? Trust thy neighbor or some shit. Some wild shit on there where it's just the neighbors start killing each other, and I'm like, how did we get to this? And they thought they was gonna get away with this. He shot him in the middle of the street and then went in the house and washed his hands.
Well,
You're like,
Anyway, if you're looking for some CP3s, I guarantee you'll follow them at Ross.
Yeah, I guess.
As we move on,
lighting Ross on fire.
man, what Chris Paul do to you, man?
No, it's
I
just
got a lot
Ross.
of Ross on fire. That's where he's making his killing, I think, because they're always there. I've never seen them sell out.
That means ain't nobody buying it.
No, every time I go in that motherfucker, they have them all sizes. I'm like, what the fuck? And I've never seen anyone wearing them. Have you ever seen anybody wear some CP3s? I'll wait.
I don't even know what they look like. No, you gonna lie?
Exactly.
Hey, I'm Googling it right now.
I've never seen anyone wear
What the fuck
CP3s.
is CP3s?
I don't think I see people wear them in 2K. They'll have them as an option, and they took them off the rack there too.
Can I ask you?
They must have them at a digital Ross.
Can I ask you a question? Would you guys pay $200 for a pair of Yeezy slides?
No.
No.
Okay. See, that's another young people thing. Because I wouldn't do that shit either.
Yeah.
I see you paying $200 for some sandals.
So we all can agree men are more submissive than women. Okay.
Can be.
We tend to be.
Yeah. So. Oh shit! I can't use that. That was from last topic. That would have been weird. Let's see here. I have another one for you guys. It's an advice column from me. I thought this was an interesting story. It says, I don't know if I can ever talk to my brother again. That's the topic.
Damn.
All right, that's the title. It goes, okay, my fiance, 21-year-old female, was super stoned and drunk and slept downstairs, and my brother, 18 male, fucked her. I don't believe that she was able to consent because of her impairedness. And am I right that is his fault? Our family says it wasn't his fault, and I should forgive him. What do you guys think?
Hold on. So she was drunk.
Yeah,
he said it without saying that she got raped.
Right. So she was drunk on the couch. Now I got a question. I need context. Do they look alike?
Right.
Because if they look alike, she was drunk. It could have been misconstrued. But
they didn't say anything past that.
But I can say that it does sound like it's a little rapey. Because if she didn't have if she wasn't in the right mind, she can't consent.
He needs to fight his whole family.
And they're all saying don't blame him. It wasn't his fault.
He said that was his fiance or his girlfriend?
Yes, his fiance. He needs to fight his whole family.
First of all, your brother ain't shit. Let's start there.
That facts.
Your
right
brother
there.
ain't shit.
Right.
Come on, your brother. I can see like
Right.
a friend of the family or some shit. Or this like a third or fourth cousin did some shit like that. But your brother,
he saw the opportunity. He's like, oh, she's fucked up on the couch.
She must have been bad. She must have been bad. She must look good.
I don't give a fuck.
His brother been thinking about that shit since he got introduced.
Yeah.
Right. He's been thinking about it, but I don't think it had nothing to do with all it looks either, though. You know, I'm talking about brother hate. That's a real thing, bro.
Jealousy.
I ain't never been jealous of my brother.
No, he needs to throw.
Not all brothers, not every brother, but it happens, dude. Because, like you said, his brother should have also stopped it, and because he didn't stop it, that meant,
It sounded
like his brother went into it.
It sounded like the brother initiated. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what it sounded like to me. That's a cold piece of work. Hey,
let me go get it.
I'm like you,
right?
Kevin.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like you. I'm beating that nigga ass.
Hands. I'm gonna catch him while he sleep. I'm gonna be like, oh, you wanna do that while she sleep? I'm gonna fuck you up. Go to sleep.
That right there, ain't no brother love right there.
You can go ahead and just X me off of every family you get together. I ain't there.
Yeah, how's the whole family like? You gotta forgive him, man.
Because mom is thinking if you say something, she may say he raped. She trying to protect her son. That's what that is. That's what sound like to me.
Never liked her.
Sound like she already said that.
Yeah. And that could be nothing. Right, study. That's a good point. Maybe the mom didn't like her anyway, so she happy this shit happened.
Right.
He needs to.
And the brothers are assholes to each other.
And if they're from Alabama, the mom wanted him to be with his cousin. So,
so there's some family issues in that family.
A lot.
We have love for the South.
Roll Tide. That's what they say when they get hang out with their cousins.
Oh my God.
We have love for the South. All Mo Lethal's statements are his and his alone. We have love for the South.
My people from the South.
Podcast.
My people from the South. We ain't from Alabama. We ain't from Alabama though.
He said, "Roll Tide."
Roll Tide.
Anyway, so we're I just think maybe more than likely the reason why the family was like, don't blame him, was that they didn't like her.
I don't think they liked her, but it's still a fucked up situation. That's your brother, bro.
Yeah, that ain't right.
It is.
You would think that your fiance is in your family home, it's safe. It's not like she fell asleep at a party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He was like she was stoned and drunk. He just pretty much took advantage of the situation.
They had a good time. She was stoned and she had a good time.
He could have just been like, I'm so and so. Yeah, it's me. I'm your fiance.
Let me correct that. That sounds wrong. She had a good time up until that event.
Yeah.
She had a good time getting stoned. That's what I meant.
It's like kids.
There's a lot of problems in that relationship, that family.
Next topic comes from Mo Lethal. Is this normal, or am I just going crazy? I have no idea if this is a mental health problem, but I get really angry / panic or sometimes start to cry when someone comes into my room and starts messing up my things. I mean, of course, anyone would get angry at that, but I specifically start to panic because it's not clean anymore. Even one piece of clothing on the floor means my room is dirty. This is so weird because I used to be able to have a depression room and feel completely fine. But now I have to clean up every single thing, or else I feel like I'm going to go crazy. This might be normal, and I might be making a situation a bigger deal than it is. But it just feels so weird to me.
No, that sounds like OCD.
You got OCD.
The panic part. Yeah, the panic part.
Yeah. I think it's OCD paired with anxiety, and I think this might have to do with something from the pandemic. Like you need things to be hyper clean, and it may be a little bit of I don't want to say autism. What's that like when you have to have certain things a certain way, or like if it fucks with you, whatever that is, like
OCD.
Yeah, okay, OCD. It may not, it's not a bad thing, but it's nothing's normal, so.
But the panic part and all that shit is the bad part.
Yeah.
Like to go that far into a frenzy is like that's the part that's fucking you up. It's cool, keep your shit clean, who cares? But when it starts fucking with your psyche, yes.
But you know what though? But I get that way. So it's okay. Think it this way, right? You have your space. You have your shit laid out the way your space is supposed to be. When you leave your space and walk in, and something's not where it's supposed to be, are you not upset?
But I don't panic.
Okay, you're not panic. Okay, you don't panic.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part because he was saying I get all panicked and all this.
Okay, so maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. I think there's stacks of emotions that he needs to learn how to maintain.
Yeah. Or it might just be that far gone. He might need to get some. I don't know.
I seen this thing recently where like this woman, she had married a dude that he was super OCD. Like we're talking
Howard Hughes washing your hands all the time till they bleed and shit.
He was so OCD. He had his own apartment, but he was married with 3 kids. But he had his own apartment, and listen,
got his game
right, and before they would interact or engage in sex, she had to shower and then sit in a steam room for 20 minutes before he would have sex with her.
This nigga's balling.
Yeah, this motherfucker is a pimp.
That's probably why she stuck it out.
I said, wait, what? And
he got a steam room.
And so when they interviewed the wife, she said, if you know my husband's personality, I'm not concerned about him cheating because no one else is going to put up with his quirks. Like no one's going to, She literally said it takes 30 to 40 minutes just for them to prepare to have sex every time. And when they're done, ain't no cuddling. And he like, no, we going right to the shower. Like he's dead set.
Well, I guess
okay.
that's how they chose to deal with it. I guess.
Hey, if it works for them, it works for them.
Yeah. What they say? What's good for the goose, good for the gander.
I'm thinking that motherfucker just living two lives.
No, that's kind of dope. That's
Everybody
smart.
ain't corrupt, nigga.
If you could swing that and have a clean apartment where you're like, this is my OCD apartment. I just go there and clean.
No,
That's
no. Kevin.
Oh, he just lives there?
He lives there. He visits his family. He lives.
This ain't funny. I shouldn't laugh.
No, the apartment is where he lives.
Right, and he's not going to have another woman living there?
And he works from home. This is where he spends the majority of his time and his wife comes to him. And then she goes back home. She never even sleeps there. She doesn't even sleep in the bed with him. That's how far he take it.
And he must have a ridiculous amount of money because she is putting up with that shit.
Yeah.
He a player.
Yo.
Old school word, player.
Once you said she got to sit in the steam room, I'm like,
Bro.
That's in a spare house?
Because if you got a sauna in your apartment, you living a good life. You living a good life. That's
with other women.
He's balling.
Come on, man.
But yeah, it sounds like homie got a little OCD. And
no, he got extreme OCD. For him to panic,
I heard with money. He got enough money to be able to have OCD.
It sounds like OPP to me.
Because if he was poor, he'd be shit out of luck.
Nah, he instead of having an apartment, he have a room, and he just wouldn't leave his room. He wouldn't leave his room.
He'd still be shit out of luck. He wouldn't. If he wouldn't leave his room, he wouldn't eat. He wouldn't be able to have a job.
He works from home. You can work from home nowadays. Oh, you hear that?
I'm telling you, if he was poor, he'd be shit out of luck. And
yeah, he ain't got no
gonna put up with that shit like that. Like, they're gonna be like, nigga, I don't have to tell you, you got to leave the house in order to do your job sometimes.
Ain't no Phil
Coffin. Alrighty.
So I'm on the opposite of that one. So, all right, be good.
He think he's pimping.
Always goes there. Oh, now I'll wait till after. Nah, y'all wait. No. So me and Hunter were walking out yesterday, right? Right, Mo?
Okay.
And you know the security guard that you makes you feel off-putting, female security guard.
Which one?
You know which one that makes you feel off-putting.
On the chin.
Anyway, so we were walking out, and Hunter goes through the goddamn security guard check, and he goes through the metal detectors, and he beeps, right? So she goes, "Can I wand you?" He goes, he puts his arms out, I said, "You can wand me anytime." I said, "Leave it to Hunter to make this shit sexual," because she was just doing her job, and and I said, "Only Hunter could pull this shit off and make it sexual." Anyway, moving on to the next one.
Oh no.
The next one, nah. Well, it could be at some point. 20-year-old female says, "I am questioning how my boyfriend, 28 male, sees me and us." So it's an advice, obviously. "I have been with my boyfriend for about 2 years. I moved in with him about 3 months ago. He just looks at me a certain way a lot, kind of like you would." Does that say child? Like with a child doing something funny, but she didn't spell child. Anyway, he usually picks what we do, which is fine. I'm not picky, but when I ask to do something, he does it, but kind of acts like it is funny. Is that a thing? His bedroom, he seems extra, like he's also a little cocky, but always really into it. When we are out with other people, he doesn't really talk to me much at all. What the fuck? So you saying he treats you like a child?
Ma'am, that's not your
Am I getting that? Is that right?
Not like he just kind of treats her like shit. Period.
Ma'am, that's not your boyfriend.
Uh,
He's not committed to you at all.
well, I would say this: it's either that or he's
He don't
not
respect her.
even in relationships too.
He don't like her. They ain't even friends.
He doesn't even take her serious enough that he laughs at the shit she asks to do.
Yeah. He's like, I'm not even friends with this girl.
Ma'am,
You want to go? No. God damn.
go where you're
That's what it
celebrated.
sounds like.
Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. That's all I'm gonna say.
Damn. I don't think I've ever
Does
seen
it say how
someone
old
say
he
that they
was?
were. He was 28, she was 20.
Oh, yeah, he thinks she a
So he
kid.
pretty much looked at her like, yeah, like she's a kid, and he says she treats him like a child. Treats her,
Oh, yeah,
he treats her like a child,
he just thumping. That's a little thumper.
and laughs at
That's
her when
it.
she asks to do shit, and doesn't talk to her.
You say she a little thumper? What did you say? Oh man,
That's it.
Oh,
Can you use that in a sentence?
That's
I
his
thought you
little
said.
thumper.
did he bend over and thump her?
Definition.
What the hell does that mean, Kevin?
That's it. That's all he doing.
He just hits it and quits it. He just
Oh,
toots it and boots it.
Yeah.
oh.
Toot it and boot it.
You should have said
No,
Tigger.
he ain't booting it, though. He ain't booting it because that's his old faithful.
Hey, what do we used to call that back in the 90s?
I don't know, nigga. I was a kid.
Hey, remember? Ah,
That's funny.
where's my sweat towel? Where's my sweat towel?
That's funny.
Woo.
That reminds me of old girl from like 4 or 5 pods ago that was in the long distance relationship where he kept ghosting her every time she would give him attention.
Yeah.
And then when she ghosted him, then he would pop back up. It's the same. Like, ma'am, come on now. You're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
He's using
He don't want to
you
be in a relationship.
for what
Yeah.
he gets from you. Please move on with your time.
Oh, you want to go hang out? Okay.
Like, yeah, like nah.
I can imagine him laughing every time they say, "Hey, she wants to hang out," and just start laughing.
She can't
First of
even
all,
drink, bro.
Exactly. She's 21. She can't go nowhere. She can't go to the bars. None of that.
Monkey.
Like what? Huh?
She's 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's 20. She can't. She's not 21. She can't.
Yeah.
She can't do nothing. Nigga, she can't even buy cigarettes in California. What?
No. I wonder what they be doing together though. Like when he takes her out.
They go to the movies and
Well,
they go to.
he said he don't even talk to her. So like,
They go to.
yeah,
They go to Snoopy Land.
And
Yeah, he
here's
be
the
leaving
kicker:
them out.
he takes her back to his apartment where he makes her sit in a sauna in a steam room. And every time she has to go out, he keeps him away from his wife. So, boom, Hunter was right. Boom, thank you. How you like that? All right, next topic.
He said you gotta sterilize that pussy before I get into it.
All right, so this is I guess would be the last advice one, and then we'll get into some other shit. It says, "I'm feeling lost in life." It says, "Hi, I don't know how to get into this, but I recently turned 20. I'm in college. It was just feeling a little lost. I have no job, no car, no license, no real goals aside from moving out. I'm majoring in IT, and I will finish my associates next semester. I have been unemployed since COVID started, and I just haven't been able to find myself since. I've been able to pay for my classes and carry myself through unemployment with the mindset at least I'm in college. But that's not good enough, nor has it ever been good enough. I've always felt embarrassed at the fact that I don't have these things for myself. While everyone else is easily able to do these things, I get everyone moves at their own pace, but I just feel so far behind. Anyway, here's my problem. I want to be motivated and I have a real drive and passion in life, but I don't even know where to start. I've never expected to come this far in life. I started college without any goals at all and just started it to start it. I like to think that I'm capable of making a good resume, but for a while I only applied to jobs that I felt would make me happy. Then I started applying to any job. And then the constant rejection discouraged me from applying for any more. I would love to start an entry job in IT, but it just doesn't seem like it's in the cards for me. When it comes to driving, I have wanted a car for the longest, but getting my license scares me. I haven't driven in over a year, and the idea of starting to drive again scares me, especially the idea of me driving alone. However, I want to start again, and I just don't know how to motivate myself. I guess I'm asking for general advice. Where do I start? What should I do? I just looking for some guidance.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna tell this
Not
nigga
really.
jump off the
Not.
porch, nigga. Like, cause he
What?
sound like he wants to. He
You want to
sound like he
what?
wants to.
It's,
Jump
You
off
want to
the
what?
porch. Go get in life. Go out there and experience that shit. He's just scared. That's normal. He's
I was gonna
scared. He
say.
said he's scared to drive alone.
I was gonna
You know
say
what I'm
first
saying?
of all. I said you start off by saying you're 20, bro. You good? Go live life.
You
You're
kid.
20. You're 20.
right. Everything that sounds like that person is dealing with is just normal shit you would deal with in your 20s and ages, anyways.
No, in my
That's
20s,
just what
I
you're
was
going
born and
through.
I was gonna pay rent. I wouldn't do.
You think
That's
it's
it.
hiding from COVID
Huh?
for having to deal with COVID and quarantine?
I
Like
think
it's
I
heightened a
think
little bit.
I think COVID and quarantine fucked up a lot of people's minds.
I think he just
I think it really
because he
did.
can
You know
do
what's
it.
funny?
And I was
It's
over here
funny is
striving.
during quarantine, a lot of people suffer from so much depression and anxiety that it got to a point it was down there impossible to book therapists and shrinks because there was so many people fucked up mentally from being not around anyone that it kind of. I think this is one of those people that it hit when
I
because
don't think
you know
I don't think it's just that. I think quarantine made people actually be alone and either and face your shit. Like you couldn't
Yeah,
like
those single people for sure.
when shit got shut down, you couldn't be distracted by work or by the outside world or by parties because all that shit wasn't happening. Like you were forced to deal with your own demons, and that really messed with a lot of people.
at the core of people though, a lot of us are generally need to be social, and then when they're no longer able to be social like they normally are, they tend to get
I would
depressed.
I would say we all need social on some level. You need social interaction on some level.
Yeah, but I don't even think
That's part of your sanity.
homie don't even sound depressed to me. He just sounds like
He sounds confused
he's
for
going
life.
through trying to like transition. He's a
Right.
little
He
scared.
sounds like he's going through what 20-year-olds go through in life.
And I
I
would
mean,
say this,
welcome to the real world.
and I would say
And I
that
think he's cool.
he said he wanted entry level IT, and then he turned around and said he's just getting his associate's degree. I think you need to just accept whatever job you can get now until you get that bachelor's degree to actually get your IT job.
But you can get entry level with associates. Associate for IT
But
is
he doesn't even
mainly based off of
he doesn't even have
certs, not even
he
your
does,
degree.
he doesn't even have that yet, Kevin. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't got
I
that
don't
yet.
know if he has certs.
That's
The
what he said. He
AA
said
is not
he.
your cert.
I see
You know
your
what I'm
circle.
saying? Like
Yeah,
so,
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean,
and like that to me,
what's for you will be yours. And if
But
you
yeah,
you
and
because
it,
it
also got to
sounds like
take in,
he has a goal at least too. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like that's a big thing to have a goal.
right. He
And
has a goal,
he's
but you also
missing.
got to look at, he said something that was kind of where he said something that I feel like he's just doing what a 20-year-old goes through in life because he goes, I'm over here doing this and this, but yet my friends are able to do this and this. It's like this is what it's gonna be like, bro. This is what it's gonna be like your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s. You know, all you got to do is keep pushing forward. You can't sit there and
Yeah,
worry about what someone else is doing over there because of what their means and everything is.
I will
yeah.
say this
He got into a rut.
in your early 20s is when you really see who had a better head start in life.
Right.
And you know
And he's
what?
starting to notice that.
That's when you really see it. Kids who came from the two parent household where both parents were stable and they actually had a solid upbringing, and then they were kind of better catapulted into adulthood, where then you have someone like myself where it's kind of like I was pushed into adulthood and then now I'm figuring shit out. Like I'm figuring shit out and I'm working, like dealing with one problem at a time, and then I'm looking over and it's like, well, shit, like I'm worrying about this, and this, and you're just living life and going to school.
And
Like,
he's
but I
doing a
got
big
all, and
thing too.
you know what I'm saying. Like, so I got like, so you realize in your early 20s that it ain't equal.
And
And I
that's why I
don't
said I think he's just dealing with what it is to be a 20-year-old in college.
and we don't know what those things that other people are doing are. It could just be out partying and having fun, and he's keeping his nose to the grindstone.
Yeah.
Like it's a
And
sacrifice.
But
He's dealing
the
with the
reason why
sacrifice.
I asked the question about the quarantine heightening that situation is the tail end of his statement was about driving, and him pretty much saying it had been a year since he driven, and he pretty much was fucking terrified just to even drive alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has to do with like a trigger from quarantine, like the thought of driving alone. The fuck? What else? What normally what you're gonna do when you're driving? Because you're not always gonna be driving people.
True.
So if that's triggering you,
what you're doing while you're driving, what you're doing is you're listening to the Heavyweight podcast while we entertain you on your commute.
And you're doing good.
I would think that somewhere there was a bad car accident in there. Something traumatic happens. Something happened that where then this person doesn't feel comfortable being alone in a car. Then also the other side of it is a lot of these younger kids, my youngest didn't even learn how to drive until he was 22.
Yeah.
True. So they go through these things where they don't have to drive like we got forced into driving. It was like, oh, you can drive? Oh, go do this. But these younger kids don't go through that shit.
I wasn't forced into driving. I wanted to drive.
Right. We wanted to drive because we wanted to run away.
Say that shit again, McFly, for the people in the back.
I said I wanted to drive. I was trying to get I was trying to travel.
Motherfucking thousand. I was trying to be gone.
Right. And that's what I meant by when I say forced to drive, I don't mean our parents forced us to drive. We wanted to get the fuck away from our parents and our home. These younger kids don't have that push.
I wasn't trying to get away from home. I was just trying to get
you know what I meant. You know what I meant. You didn't want to be at home. You want to be free.
No, Chuck.
No, I didn't want to be free. I was trying to get to the fountain of youth.
But like I said, even with that being said, it's still we wouldn't know until we have the full story. I was just going off of what he laid out was he driven before. It had been a year since he had driven, and then suddenly now the thought of driving just terrifies him. And it's like in that same instance, if you're isolated for so long, something happened in isolation that made you feel terrified of the thought of being alone, even driving. Like that's how I was going off of it. Like he's terrified of certain things.
He almost sounds scared to fail at that. He don't want to fail.
It's like it feels like he's like I said, when I read a lot about the people, how people were dealing with quarantine, like it terrified a lot of people to just be alone because they're so used to social interaction.
Yeah,
like they even do that shit where they do with kids, where when they isolate them, they show the effects of it. It's really important for humans to interact with other humans, and when they don't get that interaction, it can cause some fucked up situations.
I would say that fear drives a lot of people to do things that they probably should do. Like, I mean, it drives them not to do the things they should do. And I also say, I was like, if he was dead set on learning how to drive during COVID, was the best time to learn because wasn't nobody outside.
He didn't say he didn't know how to drive. He just didn't have his license.
Yeah. Oh. That's time to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Because wasn't nobody out there, motherfucker.
That's true. Yeah, I enjoyed COVID work. COVID work was awesome. I was like, the freeways are wide open. I was like, man, stay your asses in the house.
But the shitty part is you get your license in that time, you driving on the roads, and then they start opening shit back up, and you're like, what?
And you're like, what is this? People are so rude. I had no idea Southern California drivers were like this.
I'm only like a month into this school thing, and I hate pick up and drop off. I don't know how people do this shit every day.
Yeah,
this shit is so terrible. I'll be like, this shit. This makes no sense.
I had a memory pop up like a week or so ago that I said I gotta let these mothers know I ain't the one, because they get real disrespectful in the fucking line. They be cutting you off and shit like, bitch, I ain't the one. You better shit.
I'm gonna just walk. We just gonna walk to school. Fuck it.
I ain't doing that shit.
I've been. It's so close.
The other day, what
so
for you? The other day, I had my wife park up the street, and I said, I'm just gonna walk down and get her because we're not dealing with it. I said, this shit is triggering my anxiety. I don't want to be over there. It's too much movement. Like from like my I don't know, we would call it my training at work. I'll be like, it's too much going on. I'm just gonna I literally just want to stay still because like I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do. And just
it's always that dumbass roundabout too. That dumbass roundabout.
Or they have that fucked up cone setup when you're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Fuck all this. Like, yeah.
I literally
that
saw a
one person
lady.
trying to navigate.
So I literally saw a lady today arguing with the traffic lady, and she was like, "What, what grade is your child in?" And I was like, "The second grade," and she was like, "Well, these people are for the TK in kindergarten because they get out right now. Like, can you move because you're?" And she's like, "No, I'm not moving." She's like, "But you're blocking like 30 cars," and she had a whole argument about like, "I'm not moving. They're gonna wait too." It's like,
Well,
ma'am,
shit.
their children gets out of school a whole 20 minutes before your child. I said,
You
it
know how
get real.
common that
Yeah.
is?
It gets real.
It's common and you get used to it. It's common and
I'm
get
going to
used to
work.
it.
I'm going to
Their
work.
attitude is, if I gotta wait, then your ass gotta wait too.
I'm going to work. Fuck
Did
this.
you just hear what this motherfucker said?
I'm going to work.
Walk it, baby.
He's ignoring me. It's true though.
I'm walking.
It's
That shit's
all
terrible.
get used to it. It's gonna keep happening. It gets worse. And the average attitude is,
Bro,
if I gotta wait, then your ass gotta wait.
hold on. Let me tell this on the podcast too. So, my daughter, she's been talking about this kid named Sunday. The kid's name is Sunday. So I'm thinking Sunday is a girl. And she's saying how her and Sunday they play, and like that's like they're good friends, and they're always doing
Already
things
set up
together.
the story.
This Sunday's a boy.
I already figured it when you said to it.
Not only is he a boy, he's an African boy. Like he's from the motherland.
Well, Sunday.
The child.
And I said, this nigga, he finna be Saturday. Keep fucking around. He better get another
Damn,
friend.
they gonna beat up. He was wilding.
You gonna knock him back a day?
You gonna have a long ass career.
He finna be
I'm
Saturday.
gonna hit him so hard he gonna fall back to Saturday.
He finna be Saturday. You better go.
You better not fuck around with Sunday. Sunday might fuck you up.
And I don't know who McKenna is, but if my daughter say you was mean to her one more time, I'm in a classroom.
Sunday might take care of it.
Nigga might roundhouse kick you barefoot.
Sunday might take care of it. You ain't got to worry about what was her name. Is it Dakota? What was her name?
McKenna.
Close enough. Sunday gonna take care of it. McKenna ain't gonna be a problem.
She said McKenna was being mean to me. I said, "Oh, she was." Oh, okay.
Oh, you.
You know, I feel bad for any of y'all, all of y'all that got girls.
I'm cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm not beating up no kids. I ain't beating up no kids.
I'm not gonna beat the kids up, Kevin. I'm gonna beat
No,
the kids up.
ain't that. It's like what he said when he found out Sunday was a boy.
Man,
this is a little 5-year-old girl. They having friends, and he's already like, what?
Nigga, I have a 13-year-old. I have a boyfriend, yeah. Oh, word. Okay, yeah, y'all.
I'm sorry, she has what? She has a what?
That's what you be trying to boyfriend.
No, she has a boy that's a friend.
She not no boys. She be breaking. No, they be breaking up with like. Well, I'm just like the shit they be breaking up over these kids. I'm like, oh, y'all niggas really think y'all in a relationship?
He didn't buy me a Minute Maid today, so we're.
He didn't talk to me for a week. Like, well, that's not your boyfriend. What to tell you?
Teenage
how that works.
Yeah, he's not my boyfriend. Yeah,
shit is wild.
This school shit, man. This is another level. Yeah,
they don't. This is wild. There's no real cohesion.
Being said.
No, I want to hear one more. I want to hear one more struggle mill. I heard yours. I want most struggle mill.
Struggle mill?
Yeah.
What struggle mill you go back to?
We said we already had top ramen. We've already said peanut butter and jelly has been said.
You said peanut butter and jelly.
I said I like
hamburger thrown in there.
My struggle meal is spaghetti.
I made spaghetti with Thai ramen, so yeah, it all applies. It all applies.
Who said peanut butter and jelly?
You said
that wasn't me. That was my kid.
Yeah, your kid.
I'm saying it was said.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say mine was fried bologna.
Yeah, fried bologna. That is yes.
I guess my ultimate struggle meal is a BOT without the B.
Do you still go back to that? I'm saying when you go back to.
Oh no.
Syrup sandwiches.
Yeah, I've had syrup sandwiches. I've done the
sandwiches.
Oh, I fuck a syrup sandwich up in a heartbeat. Nigga.
There you go. There's a struggle meal you still fuck with.
A honey sandwich
That
Give me
American sandwich.
that cinnamon toast. Get the butter on my fucking throw a little cinnamon on top of that shit. I fuck all that shit. Shit.
I used to go back to like
Hey.
The
cheese
sugar
and
toast.
mustard.
Shit. Grilled cheese. Shit.
Hunter didn't know that Top Ramen was a struggle meal. He said, and then he showed us his top ramen. He said, "That's
But here's the
he
thing.
eats it now."
But here's the thing. This top ramen now is different because they got that fancy shit that come in a bowl now, like the whole bowl one, and it got like green onion. Out. Oh, he didn't?
Nah, he did not bring those out. He brought the creamy chicken.
Oh damn, that's struggle. That shit you get 10 for $10.
Look, he showed us.
You get that shit 10 for $1? Yeah, that's struggle. That's struggle.
When I brought up Tony's pizzas, he said he still got some of those too.
Damn. The little shit but no matter what, it'd be hard. The crust be hard as fuck. No matter what.
Yep.
Those motherfuckers are good. Like I said, put some extra cheese on it too. Yeah.
He didn't know. He's still eating them.
I still got bologna in the fridge too right now.
Nah, my man, you change the struggle meal when you add cheese to it. It's no longer a struggle. You just.
It's just your delicacy. At that point. Yeah,
there's always a couple things in my refrigerator, and one of them is always cheese.
Yes, me too.
Top ramen, and then you know what else is a struggle meal?
As long as it ain't government cheese.
You remember those little $1 Popeyes? The little Popeyes.
I can't lie. I do sometimes be like, I want one of them nasty Popeyes.
Got some in my freezer.
I wasn't shocked by that. I figured you're gonna say that. My
hey. But in my defense, it's the Marie Calendar ones.
Oh, that ain't the struggle meal, nigga. I used to walk past.
It's still a Popeye.
Nah, that ain't.
I did step up a little bit. I didn't get the banquet ones.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the banquet ones.
Oh, yeah. I just realized the reason why I like them damn bread bowls at Panera so much is because I like Popeyes.
You fancy struggle meal.
You learn things.
I used to fuck with some Popeyes. Them Popeyes, I would eat them to the time. Nigga, only $1.
With that being said, this is episode 61 of the Heavyweight Podcast. I am Stutter McFly with these three guys.
Mr. Moist Chesticles Ellis, Wendell.
Don't pay no attention to that motherfucker.
It's your boy Mo Lethal. I'm just Mo Lethal the Grouch. I don't know what's.
You know, like the Undertaker.
I got you, Kevin, but I don't want to think about your titties sweating. That's.
Oh, bro.
And the quote of the day is, "It's only a struggle if you let it be."
Yep, add some cheese.
That's what I told my wife.
Add some cheese, nigga.
Apparently, it's no longer a struggle meal, so we learned that tonight.
It's Tillamook. I know it's Tillamook.
Hey, first of all, I only buy Tillamook cheese, nigga. That's what I'm
saying.
I'm Costco.
Oh, nigga, you even went bougie.
Yeah, we out, man. We're on everything. Apple Podcast, Spotify,
like,
YouTube,
subscribe, share, comment.
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that shit. So we appreciate y'all, man. We out.
Peace.
If you can hear the sound of my voice, you're a real one for sticking to the end. Just want to thank you again for listening and stay tuned for the next episode. 40 out.